Gary, where are you? Gary. Gary, we were supposed to meet at 6. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry, Gary. You out there? Gary, I've got this neat amplifier. I need some help with it.
Woo! Hey, Ed.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
We've
back.
been here before.
Yeah. What you got, dude?
Well, I have this vintage amplifier, which I sort of salvaged, and I think it works okay, but as you can clearly see, the front's kind of broken off there. It's all kind of beat up. Top comes off.
Yeah. So it's pretty old. Like, is it worth saving and fixing the faceplate compared to things that you could just buy now?
Buy brand new. You know, it's like everything else. You know, this was built simplistically. It was built solidly, and right now, like so many other things, there's a huge demand for vintage stereo. I have gone online, I've looked, I've researched it, I've joined some groups online that talk about these, and there is a demand for this amplifier if it doesn't look like it's been run over by a truck.
You know, my buddy Brian, who laser etched my logo on those mallets that I gave away, I bet he could help with this.
Oh,
I bet we could laser cut to precision exactly where all these circles and squares, and even give you the writing on the faceplate if you want it.
I bet that'd be a big hit.
I'll give him a call.
Okay.
I'll give him a call. I think the first thing we should do,
Find a piece of wood.
make
Okay.
a faceplate.
Okay. Pretty cool.
I want to try something.
Okay.
Hold out your hands like that. Don't move.
Hey,
It worked.
it worked.
Cool.
So that's a solid piece of oak. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, you got some nails in there.
Put some nails.
And cool. Let's take the nails out. Let's cut it to a manageable size.
Okay.
Let's try to rip it in half on the table saw and then run it through the planer. And we'll see if we can get what we need.
Get some blanks to send to your friend Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, here goes nothing. I've never done this, but I've seen it before. What I want to do is start with the blade lowered down, and we'll run it through this side. I'll flip it over and we'll run it through this side. And then we'll raise the blade up little by little, and we'll continue to do that until hopefully it'll split right in two and everything will look great.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna run it through the planer. But you don't need to see this. But you need to see this commercial break. And we're gonna start with the saw cut. Ready?
I'm ready. I mean, by feel, that feels great. I think those will be great.
Cool.
I think that's going to be awesome.
All right. Perfect. Now it goes on to Brian to have his laser work done.
Yes. Should I hold out my hands?
You have to wear the same outfit next time I see you, though.
That's easy.
Okay. We're back. Brian's here, going to help us with his magical laser cutters. So he did one for us before as a sample, and now we're doing tube, and we're omitting some of the stuff here, what he's working on. Changing the name. Saw Ed and I working on just one, but for reals, we're doing 6 of them, or 8 of them, I should say. 6 in one faceplate and 2 in the other. So we'll see how fast they go. Not sure. Pretty quickly, I'm told. So
Let's hope so.
yeah, let's hope so. Saturday. So Brian, you're putting a huge piece of masking tape basically
Yes.
to prevent burning of
Yes.
the letters and stuff.
If we were just doing the etching, it would be fine because it doesn't produce flame. But when we're actually cutting all the way through, especially for harder woods, it will the smoke and the soot will get on the surface of the wood.
Ah, okay.
And so to prevent that, just some masking tape, and it's thin enough, it'll go right, the laser will go right through, but the masking tape will just prevent us from having to do any sanding or anything like that.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. There. Brian, thank you for helping out. Now I'm going to put Ed on the next step of clear coating everything. So-
Well, I am very happy to help. Anytime I can help the bearded woodworker, it's a good day.
back to the shop. We're back. Thank you for sticking around for the commercial break. So Brian did his magic, and as you can see, you saw in the video that it got a big old piece of scotch tape on here is what this is. So we need to peel off all the scotch tape. Oh, you're having better luck than I had.
That's what we started with. That's how it came out.
By the way, I filled the holes that we had and I sanded them myself. He left before sanding.
I'm rotten. I'm just rotten.
And so the next step now is we're going to figure out how to do
Mounting.
the mounting on the back of it. Of these mounting brackets, one on the top and then one on the bottom. And they are just held in place with 2 screws on either side. So now we're going to cut this piece here. So we'll cut this to length. And then what we're going to do is actually rip it down this way. What we want is this little right angle bracket. So we can attach this part to the back of the faceplate, and then this part is where the screws will go and mount to the actual unit itself. All right, so I'm just gonna eyeball. Yeah, that looks good. There goes nothing.
So as you can obviously imagine, this is a really raw edge here. So we're gonna take the burrs off the edge, as it were.
Placing this piece where it belongs, and from the back, I took this really pointy marker and I marked where the holes should go. Inward. Let's make a little ding. My drill bit has a place to sit. And we've already established what size drill bit we need. We want the screw to be able to pass through this because it actually threads in the machine itself. Yeah. I have gallons of this floor polyurethane.
You're okay if a little of this dribbles onto your table?
Yeah, I'm fine. My table is that's what it's for. Look at all that glorious other stuff on the table. Oh, look at that. We're back again. Ed, while you were gone, I lightly sanded these and put a second coat on them. So they're nice and pretty and shiny now.
And that will resist fingerprints.
Yes, for sure, and protect it. But what we have is a few little drops on the edges. And since the edges are going to be exposed, we're going to sand them very lightly with some 150 sandpaper. I found my markers, touch-up markers. This one actually says dark oak. So let's start with one here and see. Oh, they're still working. Yeah, don't even know. Can't even tell. Experiment number one. I think what we're going to do is attach these brackets that we made out of the Z flashing. We have surpassed the 5 minutes by a good half hour. Let's give it a try. Oh, it works. Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. So we already took one off. So we know it worked. Sorry, spoiler alert. All right, we've had some time for the epoxy to dry and cure, and it is on there. And now we're just gonna kind of assemble everything back together and see how it looks. Put on the knobs and the tops, and we'll see if this is a yay or nay. I'm assuming it's a yay. Oh, yeah, I mean that natural wood and black. Just kind of a classic, nice.
Got nice lines to it.
Yeah, dude. I think we did it.
I think we got a winner.
I think we did it.
There's
Before and
there's
after.
the before.
Yeah, look at that.
That's how much of this was missing.
And that's pretty common, you said.
Pretty common, because it's
just
yeah. I mean, there it is. It's just plastic.
I think now we should figure out a jig that we'll cut a whole bunch of these railings now that we know this works. We'll have a jig so we can glue multiple ones together. Since we only did this one and it took a bit, Ed's only able to come over one day a week here to finish these things, and when we have things that needs to dry, and there's a whole week that we missed just letting things dry. So if we can make a jig, do multiple ones, then we can
They can dry at their leisure.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we'll see about putting a whole bunch together and putting them out in the world for people to get. We ended up putting 2 coats of clear on it. After the first coat, I lightly sanded with 220 and put on a second coat, and that's nice and smooth.
And that'll keep fingerprints from sticking to the wood.
Yep.
Because these are, there's your volume. Yeah. Volume's going to get touched. Power switch will get touched when it's installed.
So down in the video description when things happen, and I assume maybe we'll do it at an eBay store. Is that what you have?
Yeah, eBay store, and then I've got a vintage stereo group. I'll post the link to it.
Okay, and I'll have his eBay store link down in the description if you want to go check out some things that he has for sale, or if you're interested in this. When it happens, it'll be there. You can check it out with that link. So, awesome. We're going to leave now. Thank you for watching. This is the completed video. I don't know how much of a mismatch of a video this is going to be, but I think we recorded all the process. I won't know until I start editing. So, cool. Let's get a jig. Let's cut some more stuff. You guys have a good day. We'll see you again on another build.
Oh yeah, that's oak. Nothing smells like fresh cut oak.